What's good, future millionaires? We back with another banger. So $46 million worth of Pepe coin faces liquidation risk. What that means is people are, possibly panicking because of market conditions. Bitcoin dipping down to 25K briefly before coming back up to 26. I think it's at 26.9 right now. But people, kind of panicking and moving some of those funds over to exchanges. Possibly one of those reasons could be to sell them. So with this amount of liquidation, looming over Pepe coin, we could possibly see the price pull back down, to possible support levels of around that 83594 level. And right now we have a resistance level of that 130112 level. So we're right now testing that resistance point. It's like Pepe, the community wanted to, continue to go up, but right now with market conditions holding it down, also receiving FUD from Coinbase and things like that, it's pushing down on the price a little bit. So I just want y'all to be prepared if this does happen. But let's take a look at this article here from Watcher Guru, and then we'll, let me know in the comment section what y'all think about it. But Pepe coin has become one of the most talked about cryptocurrency projects in 2023. Launched in April of this year, the token has already seen gains of over 1,700%. However, the token is currently facing a huge liquidation risk. According to Scope Protocol, 33 trillion Pepe tokens worth a whopping 46.3 million were deposited to exchanges in the last 24 hours. Of the total, 22.9 million tokens were sent from 1,176 addresses. The development puts a serious question on whether the project will see a massive liquidation soon. So possibly a little over almost close to 1,200 people or different wallet addresses sending those Pepe tokens over to centralized exchanges with the possibility of selling them. So although Pepe coin is still up by over 1,700% since its launch, the token has fallen by almost 29% in the last 24 hours. Moreover, it has dropped by 35% in the last week. And you got to understand that's because overall market conditions. Pepe coin still has a strong community. It still has a lot of hype surrounding it. Also, its social media presence is still growing. But right now, Bitcoin, like I said, touching that 25K, that caused a lot of people to panic. A lot of people start closing out positions or, just getting ready to put their finger, on that sell button. So that causes a lot of fear in the market. And when there's more fear in the market, we start to see, paper hands, panic sellers, galore. So just keep that in mind. If you believe in Pepe for the long term, then, continue with your strategy, because it is a possibility of Pepe continuing to go up, but you just have to understand that it's a meme coin, it's risky. It's also a possibility, it could go nowhere, but at the same time, there's a high reward for the high risk. So, however, the token has been on a downturn ever since. It says, moreover, it has dropped by 35% in the last week. As its peak on May 5th, Pepe registered returns of 6,363%. However, the token has been on the downturn ever since. Moreover, in the last 24 hours, Pepe's volume has surged by nearly 320%. Can Pepe coin rebound? Pepe appears to be a get-rich-quick project with almost no use case. Moreover, the asset has a liquidity issue that it cannot address at the moment. Additionally, there are very few platforms that accept Pepe as a form of payment. Therefore, there aren't many reasons for many people to hold the token apart from the hopes of making profit. Moreover, like most meme coins, Pepe is dependent on online social media popularity. According to Lunacrush, Pepe's social engagement has increased by 37%, meaning people talking about it more. You seeing more memes surrounding Pepe, more likes, comments, shares on different platforms, on just different social platforms. But bullish sentiment has decreased by 14.8%, but meaning buyers are losing confidence by about 15%. So, or buyer confidence is down by about 15%. Pepe has currently formed a falling wedge pattern on a daily chart. There is a possibility of a breakout. However, with Bitcoin not performing at its best, it seems unlikely that Pepe would defy market sentiments. Pepe coin currently faces resistance at that 130112 level and support at that 83594 level. There's a possibility that Pepe could breach current support levels, adding another zero after its decimal point. So the pattern that this is forming is it can be considered a bullish pattern, meaning that there's a breakout likely to happen outside of this pattern. If the price can break outside of this trend line here, retest it, and then buyers' confidence is still strong, it could possibly break out and continue to go. But also, we're seeing resistance at this point, and we also got a support level down here where we made a support back in around May 4th. It looks like May 3rd, May 4th. The support level at that 83594 level. Now that's a support level, but if it drops below that level because of the overall market conditions, Bitcoin being going to test that 25K range, people losing a lot of faith, that fear index going up, that could cause a drag on the rest of the altcoin space. Ethereum, shibainu, dogecoin, Pepe coin, coins like that will all be hit if Bitcoin continues to suffer in the short term. So you got to keep that in mind as well. But at press time, Pepe coin was trading at that 11,9146 level, up by 4.9% in the last 24 hours. Let's take a look over at CoinMarketCap before we get out of here. So right now it looks like Pepe is up about 10%. Okay, so we got Pepe right now on CoinMarketCap sitting at 1808 level, up 9% in the last day. Volume a little over $1 billion. Market cap sitting at $764 million, almost at that 164. Just dipped down to 763. It was just almost at 765, but just pulled back to 763 million. But let's take a look at Bitcoin and see how far Bitcoin pulled back, just so you can have some perspective to take, to consider. So Bitcoin right now at that 26,635 level. Let's take a look at how far Bitcoin actually pulled down. So if you take a look here, we can see Bitcoin went all the way down to, briefly, but it went all the way down to $25,817.43. So that could cause a lot of people to panic when it comes to other coins. They see Bitcoin going down that low. Now we see that it was bought back up. It could be still headed back down that range. But we see, people seeing this, that could cause them to panic on other projects. So keep that in mind. Don't just panic. That's why you always want to do your own due diligence and understand what you're investing in, so that way you're prepared to hold it through the ups and downs, because this could just be a bloody week. You could check back next week, 2 weeks, and crypto can be at a completely different spot. So you always want to understand what you're investing in, so just in case the market does have a bad week, bad 2 weeks, or even a bad month, you're not jumping from project to project like hot potato just because you don't like what you see at the moment. Sometimes you have to step away from it and just let it do what it has to do. But that's all we got for this video. Appreciate y'all for pulling up.